Business Plan Part 6, Funding Request. So, we have done quite a bit so far. Business description, market analysis, profit margin, product line, and a lot more. Now it's time to start figuring out how much funding would you need in order to operate your restaurant. So there's going to be three parts to this one that we'll be doing. The amount that you come up with is the goal that you try to reach on your investment day in order for you to be able to start your business. So there's a spreadsheet, an overall cost cheat sheet, which I'll explain, and then you'll be designing a blueprint of your restaurant and what you would like to do there. This other kitchen equipment ideas, we'll refer back to that in a minute here. So there is a video to calculate some of the requirements for the spreadsheet. So let's go to Business Plan 6 Part 1. In this first part, we are adding up all of your startup costs. So the amount of money that you guys have to start with is going to be $3,000 per business partner. So if you have a partnership of 3, you would be at $9,000. If there's 4 of you, you'd be $12,000. If it's 2 of you, it'd be $6,000. And then from here, anything that is in orange on the spreadsheet has already been calculated for you. And it adds up for you as well, so you don't have to spend the time trying to calculate and try to add up everything. It does it for you. So here is the list of startup costs, the things that you would need. And in kitchen equipment, these are just these are standard, I guess you could say, that every kitchen equipment would have when it comes to kitchen equipment. So everyone is going to have this information here. Again, things in orange is already done for you. Now there's other kitchen equipment. Now this is really based on your menu and what you have. So I just provided a list here of other kitchen equipment ideas. If you're doing an Italian restaurant or a pizza parlor, or maybe it's a coffee shop, you need to have that equipment that would match your menu. So this is where the other kitchen equipment comes into play when it comes to this. So this is standard. This amount is additional kitchen equipment that you would need if you do not see it on the list above. Then you need to find your lease information. Now the lease is a location in Woodbury. So you're going to have to do some research to find an actual location in Woodbury where you would like to have your restaurant located. Don't worry, I did create another video for this on how to find this information when it comes to finding the information for the lease, the terms. I walk you through all of that, so you should be able to calculate that out. And then after you do this part, then you're ready to move on to your dining area. Now, you can't do the dining area until you watch the lease video because you don't know the maximum amount of people that you can hold in your restaurant. So it makes no sense for you to order 100 tables if you can only house or only have 30 people in your restaurant. So do the lease information first, calculate on what you can have, and then from here you can start to put everything together. So you'll have this. Additional decor. What do you kind of anticipate? What's going to kind of be the environment of your restaurant? Additional decor. Maybe it'll be a fish tank. Maybe you'll have some special decor that is in there, plants or vases or whatever you want it to be. Additional decor, you need to incorporate this into your decor as well. And then weekly food expenses. And this is really just a guess how much your weekly food expenses would be. So if you're serving a lot of coffee, well then how much coffee do you think you would do? There is no right or wrong answer for weekly food expense. Again, this is a guess. Okay, so we had this many people. This is what we calculate, and this is the amount you come up with to get you started. So weekly food expense, additional decor, dining area, lease information, other kitchen equipment, and kitchen equipment. Again, the spreadsheet will add it up all for you, and you will definitely be in debt, thousands of dollars of debt. So that's normal. So don't freak out if you're thousands of dollars of debt. That's normal. All right, the second part, part 2, is your funding request. This is a cheat sheet. So a lot of information from your spreadsheet you will now be able to take and put it into this sheet here. This is to help you on investment day be able to answer questions quickly. So if you forget, here's your cheat sheet that you can refer back to be able to answer all their questions. So total startup cost, that would be the amount that you would have for a current balance here. So that is the amount you put in there. Weekly food expense, again, you're getting this information from your part 1. So that is just a cheat sheet for you. Part 3, you are creating a blueprint. So this is an example of a restaurant a couple years ago. They did an excellent job in creating their blueprint. So it's just kind of the overall view, what your kitchen and your dining area and restaurant in general would look like. And I've provided 2 links for you. One is called Room Sketcher and the other one's Floor Planner. You don't have to use either one of these. Really, it's just there as a resource for you. If you want to go a different route in creating this, you can. But this has been the most successful from my previous classes on what they've done with this one. All right, so recap on what we're doing here. Business plan part 1, spreadsheet. Part 2, cheat sheet. Part 3 is creating the blueprint. This will all be due a week from today, so please get this done. Remember again, Investments Day is November 18th, so we are coming down to the end here. If you have any questions about this business plan, please let me know.